Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And today we're with a 1977 Kawasaki KZ1000. Let's see if we can get it running today. So this 1977 Kawasaki hasn't ran in about a year or so. It's been sitting in the back of the fiberglass shop, as you can tell by how dusty and dirty it is. We're going to remedy that today too. And it just hasn't ran in a while. He had just got it, he rode it, but then had had brake issues. So they parked it. I'm not sure of the condition, other than that I knew that it ran and rode about a year ago. So in today's episode, we're going to put the caliper back on that we took off and rebuilt. And by rebuilt, I mean we took it apart, we cleaned it, we put it back together. Everything looked good on the inside. It was just a little sticky. And here it is now. We gave it a little paint so it looks a little bit better. And this is everything we did to get it to right here.
Flashback.
Okay, so here's the brake caliper for the KZ1000. So let's go ahead and take it apart. Let's get this guy off. Okay, I'm going to use an air compressor to blow it out right in here. I like to wrap it with a rag just to keep it from launching it across the room. Do yourself a favor, keep all of these out from in here, because it'll take them out, because you will launch this sucker across the room. So I'm going to cover it up. Just kind of like this, and hold on to it. Stick my air compressor in right here, and then just give it a couple of sharp bursts. You're not trying to smoke it, but just like that. You heard that? That's all you need. You can see in here, which is the reason why it was sticky. See all this stuff in here? It's just bad news. That's why it was stuck. Piston looks to be in good shape. Just needs to be cleaned up. We'll clean it up, and we'll get out this seal in here just using a pick. Get underneath it, pop it out. Just filling up the cylinder with brake clean. Let it soak for a little bit while I clean the piston. Just a little well-used Scotch-Brite. Just cleaning it up. Just trying to get all these grooves clean. I'm going to use the little Dremel in just a little while to make sure everything is nice and clean. Put the little wire brush on this Dremel. Then I'm just going to stick it right in there and let it do its work. And this is, I believe this is a brass brush here, so nothing too crazy. Yeah, that looks way better. I've got some pitting on this, but I think it's going to be okay. Okay, let's hose this out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this seal in, piston in, just going around, putting the dust shield on. There we go. Okay, I have it all cleaned up, sanded up, and now I'm going to take my caliper paint and give it a paint job. The problem I'm running into is it's too cold to paint it outside, and it's not a problem, it's an opportunity. And my wife is not here, so if I hurry up and take this paint, this caliper, and I run inside and paint it, maybe I can get it done before. I'm not going to show it being painted because I don't want any proof that I actually did it in the house. So, fingers crossed. If you don't hear from me, Carrie got home before I was finished. So I managed to get it painted before Carrie got home, so I was able to survive, thankfully. And my little Ziploc bag trick worked. I don't have a puddle of brake fluid all over the place. But, so let's go ahead and get this caliper mounted up. Let me just tighten up this brake line. Okay guys, a whole bunch of squeezing and loosening up. And now we got looks to be a pretty good brake. We'll ride it, test it. We'll probably have to bleed them again just to make sure, but it feels pretty good for right now. No leaks anywhere. Good in the hood. It's nice when a plane comes together. Let's put some gas in this thing and see if we can get the fire up. If it starts up and runs, we'll ride it to the gas station and put some gas in it. And then probably ride it to the car wash and clean it. That should be enough to get it started. At least some of the fuel I dripped will clean off the tank. Hey guys, just want to jump into the video really quickly to remind you guys that when we hit 20,000 subscribers, which is going to be very soon, we're going to be giving away this amazing dealer wrap, a part of a dealer wrap from You Meet the Nicest People on a Honda campaign. And I'm going to ship it free anywhere in the world. So if you want to win it, hit that subscribe button. And if you've already hit that subscribe button, thank you so much. Now steal your wife's phone, hit subscribe on that. That way you have 2 chances. And if you got kids, go ahead and take theirs and subscribe there too. The jump box on, power on, choke on. Let's see, he'll stand it up. Whoa. Still cold. Let's let it run right there for a minute. Let it warm up a little bit, then I'll take the choke off all the way. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Let's start it back up. Trying to adjust that choke. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if we take this guy off. Let it warm up a little bit. Sounds pretty happy right there. Still idled up a little bit, but sounds pretty good. It needs to be ridden. This smoke is probably it just burning off stuff that's just been sitting on it. Let's let it warm up and I'll get back to you in a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and charge up this battery. It's a little weak. And so we're just gonna charge it, and while it's charging, I'm gonna go ahead and we'll try to clean it up a bit. So I'm gonna I've got some little spray away glass cleaner that we're gonna use just to spray on everything and wipe it up. Look at this guy. We just cleaned it up. It still needs a proper bath, but it looks so much better. Look at this. It needs a clay bar, maybe some buffing. And you can see it's got a little overspray or something on it that needs to come off. So I need a clay bar and maybe a little buff and polish, some compound, but boy, it looks so much better. Remember, it used to look like this. And now it looks like this. That's a good looking motorcycle. There's that battery finished charging so we can take it for a ride. Okay guys, while we're waiting for the KZ1000 battery to charge up, I'm gonna try to stay busy. And I'm gonna stay busy with this guy right here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this CB160, roll it over there, try to get all these parts put on it, figure out if there's anything else we need, and who knows, maybe get it to start. Okay, let's carry this box over here. Let's take this sucker in. This is a middle 60s Honda CB160. This thing sure is sweet. I love these little bikes. Let me get you a little bit more light here. So nice. Let's see how many miles we have on this. What are we looking at here? 15,472. Somebody rode this little guy. It's pretty sweet. It's in good condition. I mean, it's been restored or refreshed. Use the restore term loosely. I love these little things. They were really cool. Little mud flaps on the back. That's so the businessmen, when they were riding this to work, they wouldn't get all dirty. We'll go through the box and see what it has and see what we're missing. Let's check this tank, see how bad it is. See if you can see in there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Tank looks pretty clean. You can see the bottom. Yeah, that's awesome. So let's go through our box. We got instructions. We'll need to keep those. This cover, which this cover goes over the, looks like the back of the starter right here. Maybe some other pieces go over that starter. Starter may be a problem. So, which this guy probably goes over that starter. Oh, that broke. This guy is probably what goes over the starter. This is insulation that probably goes in there. Again, we'll look it up in the, we have a shifter that's missing right there. The spark plug boot. We'll figure out where that goes. Looks like it may have had a new battery at some point in time. Maybe not. Hey, another spark plug boot. This looks like a tank mount probably. Another one of these. Good thing we have a match set. That could be a bumper for the front of the tank. That's something. We know it's something. Don't know what that something is. Looks as though it had some starter issues because this is the little rubber for the cover for that. We've got, got two of those. At least we got matched sets of these things. If you know what they are, just go ahead and post it in the comments. Airbox something, maybe. We've got some, is this same one of these? No, that one looks longer. Yeah, longer shifter. Hey, you got some fuel line. That always comes in handy. We got some of these, and we know they're 10 millimeters. If you can find the wrench. Oh, we got something from Japan. This looks like a speedo cable. Let's see, are we missing one? Let's see, and then I got one little nut in there. Let's see, are we missing the speedo cable? Could be. Yeah, because I saw this earlier, so I knew we were missing something because that wasn't there. So this looks to be the A speedo cable, or maybe not. Let's see. CL72, this is for a Dream. I don't know if it'll fit. Maybe they had it. Wrong one. We may need a speedo cable. So let's get to putting some pieces on here. Maybe we'll put a battery on it and see if that starter actually works before we start putting it back together. Okay, I heard you. I know some of you guys were yelling, check the toolkit. Let's see what we have in here. Hey, we got some fuses and hopes and dreams. That's all we got. So maybe those fuses are a sign of things to come. Let's go ahead and take this seat off. It looks to be loose anyway. Let's go ahead and take it off. Plus we got to put the rear mount for the tank. So we'll probably take the seat and the tank off. Some of you guys are saying, Eric, well, I thought you were putting everything back on. Why are you taking stuff off? Well, I got to take stuff off so I can put stuff back on so I can get to that. Okay, let me pull these bolts out. Thankfully, nothing was tight, so that's pretty good. Okay, we'll leave those one on each side. We'll take this seat off. Yeah, this thing looks to be like it was probably redone. It's a nice cover though, really nice cover. Let's go ahead and get the tank off. Come on. I thought we'd get the tank off since it was unbolted, but come on, you can do it. Jeez Pete's. Those are good rubbers. I thought these two guys were for the tank mount, but they're too big. They're way too big. They don't fit in. Whereas these, even though they're tight, they fit in. So still don't know what these are for. We'll have to keep searching. I'm going to put a little bit of grease on these just to hopefully make it a little easier to get them to slide on. Let's go ahead and check the oil on this thing just to see what if it has any. Yeah, it's got some in there. Let's take off these side covers just so we can get to everything that's behind here. Huh. If that was for something, it's not something anymore. Let's do the other side. Let's get this guy off. This will get us to our battery. And I just saw something that we're gonna need. That fuse was a hint, but we're gonna need actual fuses. Okay, so I have this alarm battery hooked in. I've got just this hodgepodge of alligator clips and everything just to make it work. So don't look at that. But at least now when we turn it on, we got some power. Starter button wants to work. So we'll check and see if it's seized up or something. See what's what. We may put the jump box on it too. Yeah, no, it kicks over. Oh, sounds like I'm hearing spark. Yeah, I am hearing spark. Let's see if we can see any. Oh, yeah, do you see that? Good thing it didn't get me. Let's see, we'll try that again. Oh, yeah. Come on, Katie. See some fireworks. Oh, this sucker will run. Let's see if we're getting it on both sides. Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, we're getting spark. Some there, some there. Good job. This looks to be a brand new coil put in here, so these things had never had caps in it, so I'm gonna go ahead and screw these caps in, put them on here, and well, might as well check these spark plugs too since they were loose. Make sure we get, yeah, Things are probably brand new. So let's go ahead and put this cap on. Okay. That's pretty good. This sucker's gonna run. Okay, let's see if we can run some fuel to this, to these. We probably need our carb adjustment tool because we may have some sticky floats. Let's see. Now let's run this guy to the other carburetor. We only have one fuel line coming out of here, so we're just gonna try. There we go. We got some little, oh, now it's stopped, maybe. That's enough. We're just trying to see if this thing will run. Let me run that to the other one. This is leaking out of both carburetors, so it's pretty equal opportunity. So let's just see if we can get this sucker to make some noise. Choke on. Come on, not doing nothing. So I went to get the jump box so that I could hook it to the starter, and when I pulled this guy off, I realized that this guy wasn't even connected. So that could be why my starter's not working. Let's try it. At least I can put on the new boot. Found some other things. This thing's not even hooked in. I'm guessing this starter is no bueno because I noticed on this side that I'm missing a couple of bolts right here, a couple of these screws right here that hold it off. Probably had this cover off so they could get to the starter right under there where the starter gear and all that is. So probably under here because it looks like I'm missing a bolt, a screw right here too. And that one right there. So we're gonna need to dig a little deeper, but let's kick it a few more times and see what happens. We may squirt some stuff in it and see what we can do. Oh, get you, you're kind of crooked. There you go. Okay, let's squirt a little juice in here. See if we get these things to pop off. This thing's gonna need a little bit more work, which I knew it was gonna need some work. So we were hopeful. Oh. No, it's not even playing. It's not even acting like it wants to. Oh, this sucker got hope with all that spark. We'll have to go through and do some more. Let's put it back together because the KZ1000 battery is probably charged. So we can take it for a ride and let this guy think about its life choices. We'll see if we can put, not gonna worry about the starter stuff for it, only because that starter's gonna have to come out and have to be rebuilt or replaced. So let's pull out this battery, put everything back on. So with the battery out, I was able to just put all of those pieces and parts that were in the box in a Ziploc bag, and I'm able to stick it right under there so I don't even have to look for it. And then now we're gonna put the seat on and we'll stick the manual under the seat. Okay guys, we're gonna roll this guy back and put it where it goes. And next time on this guy, we'll pull the starter, check and see if that needs to be rebuilt. We're gonna check everything. The carbs need to be cleaned. Timing has to make sure it's set correctly all the way through. It does have spark, but it doesn't mean it's at the right time. So we'll check that. We'll check the valves, we'll check everything. We'll even check compression because that could be part of our problem. But let's just put this sucker away for now. Can't wait to get this guy running. It is really, really cool. And let's go ride that KZ1000. Look at this sucker outside. Looks so good. So excited to take this thing for a ride. Let's saddle up. Oh, come on. clutch stuck. Oh. One way to get it. See if we can free up the clutch. Just a 1-speed right now. Just keep pulling the, see if it'll free up. Well, that stinks. We gotta try to rebuild the clutch, but we were able to take it for a ride nonetheless, move it through some of the gears. It does function. It sounds pretty good. It could use the carbs to be synced. It still needs a little love, but from where we started earlier today, it looks a lot better, and it's just gonna keep getting better. I love these bikes. These big old heavy muscle bikes. I love them. The early Gold Wings, when they were still naked like this, just big, beefy, heavy bikes. I can't wait to really ride this thing, take it on like a 20-30 mile ride. I think it'd be nice just feeling that sucker. It'd be really cool. Well, let's get it back inside. So guys, there you have it. Our KZ1000 looks considerably better. It used to look like this, and now it looks like this. And then we were able to ride it, I'm gonna quote that. We got to figure out the clutch is stuck. I was surprised it wouldn't free up. So we'll have to, next time, next time on this guy, we'll have to see if we can free that up. We probably want to sync the carbs, just give it a good once over. But the good thing, the brake works. So that's working. All that's good. It'll probably fire right up. I just rolled it in. Sounds good. So that's a win-ish, right? We moved forward on it. We didn't know what it was. We didn't know what it needed, but now we know we have a little bit more information. Same thing happened with the CB160. We did eliminate the box. That was a good thing. So, but we figured out what else it needs. Next time on that one, we'll pull off the starter, and then we'll go through and just do everything. Make sure that starter works. Make sure it's got compression. Make sure the timing's right. The valves are set. All that business, and then we'll go ahead and see if we can make it run. You know, that'll be the big thing. It's got great spark, so we know that's good. We just got to figure out what's in the way. We know the carbs need to be cleaned too, so we've got some sticky floats. Yeah, we'll get on that next time. The good thing is that we've got kind of marching orders on those, so we know what to do next. So guys, as always, I want to thank you for watching yet another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And do me a favor, like, tag, share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day.